tell the truth even when I lie. Yeah. Take a deep look in my eyes. Mr. Worldwide. All you gonna see is 5:30. Let's wake up the world. Let's ride. Wake me up in the morning. Slow me down in the evening. Give me whatever you want to make me feel alive. Wake me up in the morning. Slow me down in the evening.
Hey guys, so I'm Tom, and pretty much I'm just gonna review The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 4, Episode 9. I have no idea what it's called, but yeah, it was a pretty good episode. And yeah, I know I've just pretty much started this. I haven't reviewed the rest of the season, but I was like, it's a new year, so I'm just gonna start it. I did Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Season 9. I did the trailer for that, see how that went, and the views were alright, so I was like, I'll do Beverly Hills now, so that's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, I will pretty much just tell you who I like, and you know, you can get an idea of, you know, who my favourites are and stuff. And yeah, so pretty much my favourite's Kim. I mean, I know most people don't like her, but I like Kim. She's always been my favourite, but that is what it is. I like Kyle, I like Lisa, I really like Joyce. Joyce is like the biggest MILF in the world, so I really like Joyce. And yeah, I kind of like Carlton now. I did like her, but she sometimes annoys me, and Lisa sometimes annoys me. I like her this season. I didn't like her in Season 3, but I like her a bit more now. She's kind of grown on me. But anyway, I hate Brandi so much. She's so annoying, but I'll get into that later. And Yolanda, she's just like a retard and just stupid. But yeah, so they're pretty much, I'm totally on Kim, Kyle, and Joyce's team. I'm not on the Dream Team. The Dream Team sucks. Apart from Lisa and Carlton, the other two suck. And Carlton is in a little, you know, shop with her husband and her mum-in-law, and she's shopping for like undies and bikinis and stuff. And yeah, so she has a really strange relationship with her mum. It's just weird, but you know, I guess she's like, it is what it is. And there wasn't really much about it. I mean, she didn't know what DTF was, so she was happy, you know, she was down to fuck, I guess. But anyway, apart from that, there wasn't really much for that. It was just strange to see how they were all interacting. Like, they all had a good relationship, and she even mentioned that their mum-in-law didn't like her at the start, probably because she was like obsessed with sex. With the like whole sex room, it's just weird because it's like, you know, what happens if the kid walks in and like mummy's in a gimp suit? It's just stupid. But you know, it'd be interesting to see what it looks like. Kim, I love Kim. She cracks me up. I mean, I'm so surprised. Most people actually are liking her this season, so that did shock me a lot, because most people are seeing Kim differently this season. And you know, I've been looking at forums and stuff, and I've just been looking at that, and Kim's actually coming out on top as favourite. Like, you know, Lisa's favourite, and then it's Kim. So there wasn't much about this episode. Pretty much, she was just, you know, watching Kingsley. I thought that was really random, but the guy who took him away because the dog went to base camp, whatever dog camp, I don't even know what the hell it was, but took him to camp to train like the dog and mix with dogs and just be happier, I guess. But yeah, I was like, I don't really like the trainer, because that like first or second episode when he was like getting really angry at him and like telling her to hurt him, it was just, I just felt like he was being really cruel to the animals. Pretty much Kyle, she had a fashion show, and she got Brandi and Joyce to model, because I guess they're skinny, and one of them's hot. Joyce is hot. Brandi isn't. I love Joyce. I hate Brandi so much. I'll get into that in a sec. But yeah, anyway, their dresses don't fit, and then, you know, they're pretty much trying to work everything out, and Kyle's just stressing about it. Joyce comes in first, looks hotter than ever, and you know, she's saying hi, and then Brandi comes in with Jennifer and some other person, don't know who it was. And yeah, and you know, Joyce goes over to Brandi and the other girls and says hi, and she's talking to Jennifer. Then Jennifer, I think she starts speaking Spanish, and then Joyce starts speaking Spanish. And then Brandi, I'm like, I don't know if this girl's on crack or whatever, but then she's like, she's like, Joyce is being a bitch. I'm like, what the hell did Joyce do apart from speak Spanish? That's not being bitchy at all. So I think Joyce just needs to keep being her, and Brandi just needs to shut up. Just shut the fuck up, like she says. It's just, Brandi is just so annoying. She's so clearly jealous of Joyce. Joyce is so hot. She's amazing. She has so much going for her. Brandi does not. Brandi is an old, just sour lady. I mean, she's not old, but she's just she's clearly just jealous of her, and it's just really frustrating to watch when she hasn't done anything wrong. And Lisa has organised a dinner party. She wants everyone to come together, and that's good. Lisa's trying to get everyone happy. I really liked Lisa this episode. She was trying to work everything out. She didn't want to fight with anyone. It was really good. Anyway, she gets it. The restaurant, it's at Sir, yes, it's Sir, not Villabunca, or whatever. It's at Sir. Anyway, and she brings Martin and Muhammad because Joyce knows them, so she thought it would be nice if they came and they all had like a little get together. So that's what they did. Kim, Kyle didn't go. I forgot halfway through that Carlton wasn't even there. I forgot because they didn't mention her. So bad for Joyce. She was ganged up on so much, and so yeah, pretty much the dinner party. Brandi was just being bitchy to Martin as well, saying, "Oh, all she does is talk about herself. She has to make it better." I'm just like, "Oh, just shut up." It's just so annoying. I don't know if I find it annoying, but Brandi, I can't deal with her because she always talks crap about other people. My turning point where I just didn't care about Brandi was when she called Joyce a black person. I was just like, you know what, you're racist. Get over it. You know what, I am racist. I joke, but I don't say it in front of people that it can hurt, and I'm not I don't mean it, and maybe she doesn't mean it, but she was still very racist, and it was just a stupid thing to say. Plus that girl, what was her name, Shiva or whatever, I liked how Yolanda and everyone, they're if she leaves Muhammad, we go with her, so Muhammad's going to be all on his own. So I found that actually quite funny, because usually you would think, that would hate the wife, but she doesn't, and she was really hot as well. She was, very hot. I can tell there's a lot of just negative energy, and something's going to go down. Like Lisa's face at that dinner party says it all. She's like, what the fuck? Joyce sits down, they're talking, and she did say one bitchy thing when she was like, I thought that was a little rude, and Joyce was like, oh, I came here for you guys, and they're like, no, Lisa, I think it was a bit rude when she said, no, I only come for Muhammad and Martin, where she should have been there for Lisa as well, but never mind. And then Brandi got so angry when she didn't say hi to her. I'm like, really, after all the bitchy stuff you've done to her? And then Brandi got pissed off because she didn't say hi to her, and she says like, why the fuck am I here? Because she's like, if you're not going to say hi to me, or you didn't come for me, like, why the fuck am I coming? And then she says, I'm going to kill a Puerto Rican. Michael says something like, which is Joyce's husband, says, can I just say, he is not very good looking. I was like, I don't even know how Joyce got with him. I don't know if it's because of the money, but it gives me hope, because I will marry Joyce. I love Joyce. I'm going to get a girl like her. And it's just like, Brandi thinks she's so amazing, but I'm sorry, but girls, as a guy, I would never date a girl like Brandi. I wouldn't, because she's just this loudmouth, gutter mouth, where Joyce is just beautiful, she's well-spoken. She only, gets angry when she's had enough, and I've heard people say, oh, she smiles too much, but for a guy, guys want stuff like that. They don't want girls like Brandi, Brandi, if you ever watch this, just go away. You should be off the show. I'm past that point if you're on the show, I'm just it's not even fun anymore. I just want you off. Joyce is 100% better than you. If you ever watch this, I hope you see this, and you can, see that. But Joyce, if you ever watch this, I love you, and I'll marry you, and you're the best. Joyce hits her breaking point, and she's over it, and Michael's kind of sticking up for her, because Brandi says, we have mutual friends, and then Brandi's like, no, Joyce was like, one, and then Brandi's like, no, we have two, and she's like, yeah, two, and then Brandi says the most stupidest thing, oh, but they don't speak highly of you. Are you trying to start a fight? You're the one saying we're trying to work everything out, but then you start a fight? It's like, you know what, I bet your friends don't speak highly of you either. It's just like, shut up. It's like, I know it's a reality show, but just shut up, Brandi. Oh, it's just so annoying. Anyway, so then Joyce attacks her pretty much and gets angry at her, and she says the same thing, they don't like you either, And then like, yes, you do. And then, you know, she calls her a racist, a bully. And you know what? I agree with her. Joyce has had all this anger build up. She has every right to get angry at him. And then, you know, Brandi is like saying, no, I'm not racist. I'm like, you are racist. I mean, maybe she's not like a full racist, but she was being racist. And you know what? Actually, I kind of think she is racist. Like, I don't think she's like a racist, but I do think she's racist. Like, you can tell that, you know, when she walks down the street and sees an ethnic person, she might make a joke, not in a really mean way, but she might. And saying that black person joke, it just wasn't funny at all. I don't think anyone found it funny. It was just disgusting. Michael is sticking up for Joyce, like he should. You know what? He's his husband. Michael is Joyce's husband, and he's going to stick up for his wife. You know what? I don't care about Brandi. How she's like, oh, I'm all alone. You know what? You're alone because you're a guttermouth. No one wants to be with you. You might be able to get boyfriends for 10 minutes, but you can't keep anyone because you talk like this. Joyce can because she's an amazing girl, and you're not. Let's just face it. That's why. So just face the facts. They call her planet trash. I think Michael says like, I don't want to live on this planet with you, or I don't want to live on the planet if you live on it, or something like that. And then it's just like they were just arguing about that, and it was retarded. Anyway, and then Brandi brings up the dog, saying like, when I was going, you know, when I lost my dog, you know, you had to bring it up. I felt really bad for Brandi, even though I don't like her. I felt bad losing her dog. I have a dog, and if I lost her, I would, you know, just die. So I understand that, but I don't think Joyce meant it in a rude way as well when she said, I lost a dog, because in those situations when something like that happens, you usually do say like, I've been through it, I understand what you mean. That's what she meant. But then Brandi had to say, oh, you meant it in like an up yourself way. And then Yolanda has to put her little 2 cents in, I told you. And then it's like every time you freaking hear this woman speak, it's either about a husband or how to be a good friend. And she's saying, you have to learn to respect your friends and stuff like that. And Joyce is like, well, it's 2 ways. You have to be a friend, you have to, it has to be 2 ways. And that's right. You can't just be one person being a friend. And it's like Yolanda thinks that. She thinks that you can, you know, you all have to respect her. And it's like, I'm just sick of her saying, like, she thinks she's so high and mighty, but she's really not. She's just annoying. It's like, you know what? Just go away. She's just like, it's like, why do you have to bring that up? It's like, what has Joyce ever done to you? And she says, like, this is also petty. I'm like, freaking, are you freaking kidding me? You got, like, killed, like, Kim and Kyle, and you hated them because they just said you were a liar, and you did lie. So, you know, you can't be, you know, too judgmental since, you know, you're like that. What? Lisa gets a gold star because she stayed out of it. Well done, Lisa. She was the only one that stayed out of the fight. You know what? She could have stuck with Brandi or done whatever, and you know what? She's like, I want to do it. Maybe she didn't do it for the right reason. She just did it because she wanted to be friends with Brandi. But good on her. You know what? She didn't get involved. So well done, Lisa. You know, it's just, that made me like you even more. So well done, Lisa. Michael tells Brandi, you know, just to stop swearing all the time. Stop being so aggressive. And then she gets angry at him. And then pretty much the episode ends with, oh, he says, like, I don't want to live on this planet. Again, he says it. And she's like, well, why don't you, like, leave or something? She said something like that and it ends. I mean, I thought it was pretty funny what she said. But anyway, so yeah, that was pretty much it. And yeah, it was a really good episode. I thought they finally brought the drama. This season has been a lot slower than others. But, you know, the last couple of episodes have been really good. And it's awesome. So, yeah, I thought it was a good episode. You know, I hope you guys liked my review. And, yeah, just if you have any advice for me or, you know, I would like to hear your opinions about this episode or about the season or about the show. Like, I really would. And, yeah. Anyway, so pretty much next week, Brandi's like crying and she's like, I want to leave, and trying to make it about herself, even though she started the fight. It'll probably be about her dog or like Joyce is being mean when she was being mean. Then you know what? Good on Yolanda, because she tells kind of Brandi off and says she can't keep acting like this and keep swearing. So I think this is going to be really good because she's telling her this. So I'm excited to watch that. And Carlton gets a tattoo and she's like, she says she's being a pussy and, you know, it looked like a hurt, but never mind. And then Kyle has a fashion show, and I looked and Lisa and, I mean, everyone's there. Lisa, Carlton, I'm not sure if Kim was there, but yeah, Joyce and Brandi were there. I even saw them, like, they were right next to each other pretty much. And so yeah, and I think Jamie Lee Curtis looked like she was there, like, giving a speech, who knows. And then the best bit looks like Joyce and Lisa, they're going to have a talk, and Joyce was like, she can't act like that. And so that's going to be so interesting. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you next week.
I tell the